So these last two tabs here revolve around giving one account access to another account, and I have drawn up a simple use case here. So let's say you have account A wants to get access to account B. Firstly, account B needs to give access to account A, and how that works is account B creates a role, and that role will have a policy that allows STS Assume Role for the account, 321, 321, and so on, which is what this account is here. We're going to call this role name AA access, which is basically account A access, and then additionally this role will assign whatever policies we need to give to the users in account A, to basically to all the different services that we need them to have access to. And then the next step is account A needs to set up a group, and in that group we need to tell it to access, not to access, but to be able to access that role in account B. So when we create that group, we're going to call that group AB access, which means account B access. AB access will have a policy with the STS Assume Role for account 789, 789, and so on, which is this account B here. And it will specify in that policy that it is using AA access, which is that original role, the account A access. And then once we have that set up, then we assign users to the AB access group. And then once that is complete, then the users in that group can use the Assume Role functionality in Amazon in order to access account B. So basically the user in account A will access account B, and they'll have access to whatever policies were set up in account A. And that's the gist of it, basically. So how that feature works here is we have these two tabs. So the first one focuses on this setup here. So account B is going to set up a role where account A can access account B. So if I expand this, what we'll do is I'll just type out, I have a bunch of roles here, but I'll create a new role. So I'll call it AA access, and the account, I'll just use one of my fake accounts here. So I select the account, and then I set up whatever policies I want to grant access to in account A. So here's test API policy. It's just something that doesn't really mean anything. If I click it, we can see the actual policy document and what it does. So it's allowing API gateway, but that's besides the point. So all I got to do here now is just click Save Role, and it was saved, and we could see that it actually re-rendered this role here as an existing role. So if we click on it, we can actually see the Assume Role policy and the role itself. And that is basically it as far as creating a new role. If you want to modify a role, then yeah, you could just click in here and add accounts, and if you want to modify a different role, you just click add it here, and you could select your different roles, whatever you want, and it'll load up, and then you just make your modifications. And that is it.